Will there be another hike in the repo rate announced by MPC of RBI on 8th June? This is the question which is ringing in the minds of everyone concerned with the capital market, stock market, or otherwise. As much as today, when both the markets, the NSE as well as BSE, when they opened in the morning, both of them opened with a decline of 1% in the respective indices in expectation that the Reserve Bank of India is going to announce another hike, which is going to be as high as 60 basis points, so as to make 1% combined with the previous hike of 40 basis points. Now, will this happen or will this not happen is a question which is ringing in the minds of everyone. In our view, it is highly unlikely that on 8th June, RBI is going to announce a further hike of 60 basis points. In our view, if at all, firstly, there will not be any hike announced on 8th June. Secondly, if at all, RBI decides to hike the repo rate, it may not be as high as 60 basis points. It may be a milder one, which may be about 25 basis points. What is the reason behind this analysis? There are few factors. Factor number one, the government of India, besides the increase of 40 basis points in the repo rate by Reserve Bank of India last month, the government of India has already taken few steps so as to rein in the inflation in this country. What those steps are? Those steps are: number one, a reduction in the diesel prices and the petrol prices. Number two, control on exports of sugar, wheat, and few other commodities. And number three, the removal of import duty in case of certain chemicals. Now, these three steps, together with already announced increase in the repo rate of 40 basis points, in our view, is good enough at this juncture so as to keep a check on the inflation in this country. Second reason as to why do we think that it is unlikely that there's going to be another hike on 8th June, and that is because for the government of India, not only keeping a control on inflation is important, keeping growth also moving on is equally important for government of India. And higher interest rate at times prove to be detrimental for the growth of the economy of any country. And that is the second reason as to why it is unlikely that the RBI will make further increase in the repo rate. The third reason that we think is the last hike in the repo rate that was announced by RBI was just about a month back, and that too, it was unannounced emergency hike in the repo rate by Reserve Bank of India. To increase it further within a short period of 1 month, especially when nothing earth-shaking in between has happened to justify or cause any concern on inflation, to increase the repo rate further at this point in time looks to be highly unwarranted. These are the reasons as to why do we think that it is unlikely that on 8th June Reserve Bank of India will hike the repo rate in any case, and if at all it does, it's not going to be as steep as 60 basis points as few people in the market are talking about. In our view, if at all it goes for an increase in the repo rate on 8th June, it it's going to be around 25 basis points or thereabout. This is what is our understanding. Let's see what happens on 8th of June. Thank you.